This meditation is designed to help you grow your capacity to be present. The development of presence is progressive. The more time and care and attention you bring, the stronger your presence becomes. Briefly, presence is the ability to stay open to life. I'm going to speak more about the key elements and help us feel our way into a sense of presence in a moment. We're going to start with a grounding exercise where we actively bring our focus to different elements of our experience, where we pendulate our attention. And then I'm going to invite a period of silent, open, non-focused sitting. At any time, I invite you to pause the recording, to sink more deeply into your experience, to give more time and space to what is happening for you now. So again, we can ground ourselves by bringing our attention to different facets of our experience. The first I invite is our breathing. Again, I can focus on my breathing and even take a deeper breath. And as I shift my focus from my breathing to the weight of my body, I feel the heaviness, the fullness of my body, and the pull of gravity. Just see if we can relax into the feeling of our weight, relax any physical attention, and allow gravity to pull us deeper into connection with the ground, with the earth. And we can shift our focus again to the fluid movement of our nervous system. Our nervous system is a flow state. I feel this as the movement of my sensations, the movement of my emotions, and the movement of my thoughts. And we just take some time to feel all of this moving happens on its own. It's natural for the nervous system to be always moving energy. And I can learn to hold the ever-changing landscape of my thoughts, feelings, and sensations in focus. And the reason that I can do this is because I'm aware. So we shift our focus again from what we think and feel, from the feelings in our fluid nervous system to the space of awareness. Awareness isn't moving, it's just a vast, open, awake space. And I can bring this into focus. I can turn my attention to awareness. So now that we're grounded in these facets of our experience, we can begin to look at presence. Everything that we've explored, from the weight of our body and our breath, to the movement of energy through our nervous system and our awareness, all of this is happening at the same time in the same experience. We could think about it like a spectrum or a depth of field. Presence is the ability to relax our focus and hold more of our depth of field at the same time. Just because we have a thought doesn't mean we have to leave the weight of our body. Just because we have an emotion We don't have to leave the space of our awareness. In this practice, we learn how to not contract or relax into everything that we experience, softening our focus and allowing all things to be perceived in the same place. This gives context to our thoughts, our feelings, and our sensations. It's good context to our life. Instead of being contracted and absorbed just in one facet of our experience, perhaps our thoughts, where they take up all of our attention and become absolutely true, we hold them in the context of a greater field of experience. There is the weight of the ground. There is the movement of our nervous system. There is the space of awareness. And as we develop in our presence, there is the presence of others, all beings. So in this meditation exercise, what I invite you to do is to not control the movement of your focus. Allow it to move wherever it wants to. Allow it to shift to your thoughts and feelings, to your sensations, to awareness, wherever it wants to go. Instead of controlling your focus, I want you to soften it. Just relax into it. Relax into the fluid movement of your entire experience. The more that you do this, the more that you can allow movement without being fixated on it. It's the difference between this and this. The more that we sit here and relax into what is happening, the more this capacity grows. So again, I invite you to pause the recording, to take some minutes in silence. The beauty of meditation is that you don't have to take any action. You don't have to make anything of your thoughts or feelings or sensations. There's no need to fixate on them. We're just sitting here. So what happens for you? What happens to the quality of your experience, your felt sense of being present, your felt sense of being here, connected to yourself, to your experience? What happens when we soften and relax? We give space to all of our experience, to let all of this experience exist in one place. The development of presence is a love affair with this capacity. It's coming back again and again to this open relationship with your experience because it feels good to you, because it feels important, because you're curious and you want to see where this goes. And as your process progresses, as your presence grows, your openness expands more and more to allow more of life to happen simultaneously.